Online Great Match. Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Let us begin.
Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checks with the projectile. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Steps in for the throw. Player one with the life lead. All right. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Projectile to try and change the situation. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Throws them to negate the block. Long low attack hits. Decides to meet them in the air. Experiencing burnout. Going in. Player one has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left in there. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Brushes that off and keeps going. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Sticks the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player one is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Scrapping it out up close. Do they have enough drive gauge? Drive gauge is almost empty. They gotta be careful. Long range fireballs to break the silence. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Oh, could be the start of something. Hits them with a stop and pop. Drops them. Looking for a chance. What'll happen here? Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? This elicits some big damage. Both sides can flatline them. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. This is crucial. The opening round is about to begin. Long low attack hits. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. Player one will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Lots of aggression from both sides. Takes a trip. Player one needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Got their eye on the air. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Starting off with fireballs, but lands a punish counter for the first hit. Bops him with a target combo. Checks him with a projectile. Player one chases them down. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong as it hits them with a stop and pop. But experiencing burnout. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Sets up with the jump in. Ooh, what a smart throw. Not much life left. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Adds a bit of OD spice. Player one can't use any drive, wraps it up with a throw. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Jumps in. Hits him with a stop and pop. But feeling out phases the low. Smart stuff. Poking at that range to zone the opponent. Player one is in burnout state. The fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Low heavy. Target combo into... What's next? Goes to the air. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. What a read with that anti-air. Player two was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Had the radar up and running. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? What are they thinking here? A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Trips them up. Player 1 has been really leaning on that drive gauge. They need to make good use of the gauge without emptying it. From up above, great work finding the opening. Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. They break things off to take a quick breather. Down to the wire. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Player 1 in trouble with no drive. Both fighters planning something in there. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Overdrive Hadouken. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. They're trading attacks. Scrapping it out up close. Breaks those shins. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. This can lead to some big damage. A quick break, draw critical. What's gonna happen? Yo, we're dealing with a real gambler here. Low on life and still willing to risk it all on this critical art to deal the cash money damage they need. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive art. Impact counter! What a sick counter! It's like they knew exactly what was gonna happen. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight? Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Combo with the target combo. Very solid corner switch. And the throw ends the round. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Got their eye on the air. The throw misses. Impact's a no-go. Forcefully closes the gap. Player 2 chases him down. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Side switch in the corner. Gets scooped from down low. Hits him with a stopping block. Experiencing burnout. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Sneaks in a KO. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Uses a drive parry against the attack. Parrying an attack like that is risky, but the reward is the drive gauge building up. Player 1 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Managing that drive gauge is gonna get tricky. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Takes a trip. Player 2 chases them down. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Closes with the throw. Hitting them with the smart stuff.
Round 2.
Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Jumps? Hits them with a stopping block. Uses their burnout activates. Side switch in the corner. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. A super art? That's not gonna hit. Jumps in. Barely blocks the jump in. They must have. This is gonna hurt.
Or nothing!
Are we gonna see a comeback? Scared money don't make no money. Spends it all for a Shinryu rip-out.
Shut up! I've had enough.
Get your plates ready. Damage it distantly to some big damage. Goes airborne. No way. That win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned.
Yeah!
Final round.
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Nothing stops this train. Uses the target combo as a filler. Jump anti-air in the clutch. The drive impact doesn't work. Connects with the throw. What's next? Low heavy. Player throws him. That throw will do some good damage. Ooh, does him dirty. Knocked them out of the air. They push their way out of the corner. Flatline zone. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Jumps in. Will gain control of the match in the early going. The low heavy hits. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. Utilizes an overdrive arc there to tack on just a little more damage. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. What are they thinking? Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Very solid corner switch. They get driven into the wall, breaking their guard. Knockdown. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Jump, hit them with a stop and pop. He decides to step, uses the gauge for a super art. Opts for the level 1 Vulcan blast. What'll happen? Smart play to stop the opponent there. Sends a clear message with that counter. Superb reactions on display. Goes for the jump in. Whiffs the impact. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impact. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Knockdown and jump goes to the air. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Gets the tips with the low heavy. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. A jump in. Blasts him. Throws a fireball. Player 2 needs to use that drive gauge better if they want to take things back. Finds the target. Player burns out. Turning it right up with the super. Both sides getting ready. Solid anti-air. Jump. Throws them. What are they going to do? Nice fireball. Goes to the air. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Nothing stops this train. Will this be enough to kill? Sit down and shut up! Are you kidding me? Player 1 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win.
Comes a new challenger.
And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? That was a solid anti-air. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Knockdown. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? What's the play here? That barely connected, but it still counts. Can they use the corner to mount a comeback? What are they thinking here? Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Jump? Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Player 2 in trouble. Big low attack to pick up the win this round. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Burns the drive gauge. Holds out with the block. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Does a good job of pushing back. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. Looking for a chance. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Smart play with the throw. Goes for the jump in. Goes to the air. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Burnout activates. Going in? Are we gonna see a comeback here? Throws them. Yo, Rock, super hit. Excellent read. Presses for a reaction with a fireball. Crowns him, what a finish. Player 2 comes away with the win. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Jump. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Knockdown. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming. Player 1 may be just about done this round, but they still have a chance with a full drive gauge to tap into. Grabs him. All right, what's coming up next? They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Intercepts. Slick anti-air finish. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. The jump-in is denied. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. A quick breather. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? What'll happen here? They just won't stop switching sides. Crowns them from above. Nothing. Life lead is there, but still scared money don't make no money. Spends it all for the Shinryu Ripla.
Shut up! I've had enough.
Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Who's gonna take it? What? Anti-air. Ooh, what a smart throw. Okay, no way, that win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? No knockdown as the low heavy is blocked. Finds the target. Drives impact kicker. Handle with care. You can't jump drive impacts. The low. Gotta do better than that. Drops them from the air. Low heavy, but no go. Throws them. Jump. Nothing stops this train. Target combo with turns out. Amazing. Reads the jump in perfectly. Can they use their drive to escape all the throw connects? What are they gonna do? Keeps them out. Medium kick into crowns them from above. They push their way out of the corner. Connects with the throw. Both sides get them in the air. Player 2 showed they are truly the best of the best.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Beginning operation.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. They're not gonna allow any jump-ins. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. That was a solid anti-air. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Strings it all together. throws them to start the corner pressure. From up above, good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us hold your breath. Picture perfect on KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Got their eye on the air. Beats off a fireball up close. Brushes that off and keeps going. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Player 1 has a slight license. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Cammy's speed on full display. It's the Delta Red Assault. Player 2 will need the low. And they create an experiencing burnout. Knockdown and low heavy. The low kick hits. Goes for the front. No! Critical art out. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it.
Sit down and shut up!
That was the highest if I've ever seen.
Yeah!
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Cannon spike. The low. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Jumps. Connects with the throw. What's next? Ooh, does him dirty. Ooh, what a smart throw. What's that off? Target combo into amazing. Anti-air in the clutch. All the throw connects. Tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Both sides get it. Crowns him from above. Throws him. Player 2 is in a very good spot. I can't hit. It is over. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Drive and back misses. Breaks the block with a throw. Jumps. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Mistimed the perfect parry, but is still safe. What a clutch side kicks there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. They're barely hanging in there. Can they hold out any longer? Neither a KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? The jump in is denied. The quarter makes it up. Hits him with a stop and block. Uses the target combo as a filler. Going in. From low heavy to... There's no smart play to stop the opponent there. Charges forward. A quick breather. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Meets them air to air. Right there's the impact. Not letting tops off the tank and scores the win. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Jumps. Cannon spike. A super arc. The super doesn't hit. Big throws. That throw will do some good damage. Throws that off. Put the exclamation point on that with an ODR. Tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Ooh, what a smart throw. Oh, here we go. Meets them air to air. Can they use their drive to stage a comeback? There's a drive impact. Target tops off the tank and scores the win. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Looks like it hits him with a stop and pop. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Punish counter. This could lead to something big. Sticks the combo. Well-timed corner switch. Right lead opens up. Knockdown. Intercepts. Slick anti-air finish. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Got their eye on the air. They just said, get that jump in out of here. Pops them with a shorty. What'll happen here? Jumps in. Just goes for it at this range. Big opportunity coming. Going in? Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. What? Anti-air. Sets up with the jump in. Were they baiting them into that? Flatline them. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Deftly shuts out the jump in. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. That was a solid anti-air. Wow. Shut down. Throws out a projectile. Neither fighter wants to get stuck in the corner as they continue to duke it out mid-stage. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Oh, easy tag. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Holds out with the block. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Jumps? Player finishes things off with authority with that big punish counter. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Checks them with a projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Player 2 chases them down. They've got to be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Quick breather. They must have a game plan here with a critical art on deck, but executing that plan is the key. KO! Last round, people. Both fighters got to go all in from this point. The last round. It's now or never. Jumps. Throws them. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Punish counter sets the table. With a bit of stick more fuel for the fire. Cook them up. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Okay, here we go. Okay, nobody blink. Are they going to connect with the throw? Uses the invincibility. Dangerous range, it closes it out. Player 1 made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that rundown. This unleashes some big damage. Anti-air drops them. Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game will let you dictate the pace of the match much easier. Goes for the throw. Was well in range to score the throw. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Can't tech the throw. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Player 2 creates a good KO. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes with the projectile for the opening shot. Got their eye on the air. Shoots off a fireball up close. Player 2 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Reads their mind and techs the throw. That tech's what you get when both sides go in on the throw. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Out of range, relatively safe. Barely blocks the jump in. A quick breather. Vertical rolling attack. Get out of here. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Connects with the throw.
Full stop slams on the brace and shuts out the counter.
Jump! This is gonna hurt.
Goes hunting and bags the catch.
Player 1, what a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Sets up with the jump in. Ooh, what a smart throw.
Nothing stops this train. Hit that with confidence.
Hits back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. He connects with the throw. Okay, he clears the burnout. This is critical. They're stunned and they may not have enough life left to survive.
Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super.
Player 2
gets the win in a convincing fashion.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Creates an opening with a low heavy. Barely blocks the jump in. Holds out with the block. Still slugging it out here. The low heavy hits. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Got some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Knockdown. Thought somebody was coming through. Takes a trip. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. All right, what's
Vertical rolling attack. Get out of here.
tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Except they couldn't shake the projectile. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Immediate jump in. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. What'll happen here? Manages to block the jump-in attack. Still scrapping for control of the space. Not much life difference. Experiencing burnout. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Player 2
Can't win this without pulling the
closes it out. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. Shuts that down with a parry. Uses the parry to deal with that projectile. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? They may be planning to spend their drive gauge here. Knockout and smart play. Connects with the throw. That throw will do some good damage. Jumps! This can lead to some big damage. Player 2, ooh, what a smart throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Ooh, the drive impact hit for a punish. This might be a pivotal super art. Player 1 can't use drive anymore. Chucks the fireball to continue their hold over their zone. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Low heavy. Drowns them from above. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? They gotta find something to work with here. A fireball at that range? Player 2
really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
We are about to see a mirror match go down, where they can match each other move for move. This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top? The cross-up connects. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Knockdown.
Hadouken! 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 Hadouken!
Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. We're near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Combo with the target combo. Takes a trip. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Checks him with a projectile. Stops the attack by using a drive kick. Big, low, reaching heavy. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Sneaks in above. A super art. This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. Decides to go fancy on that jump in and takes care of it with a perfect kick. Closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff. Player 2 proved to be the victor in that mirror match. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Checks him with the projectile. That was a solid anti-air. Wow. Shut down. Ooh, will they hit, whip, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. No heavy. Knockdown. Throw. Misses. Knife lead opens up. Knockdown. Shoots off a fireball up close. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Where is their opening? They saw the chip KO on the table. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Big, low, reaching heavy. Throws them. What's next? That throw will do some good damage. Zones with the fireball. Knockdown and... throw miss. Still scrapping for control of the space. Burnout activates. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Grabs and throws him away. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Crowns him from above. Player 2 with the rhythm, owning that. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. There's the burnout. What were they thinking? Player 1, can you close it out? Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Sets up with the jump in. Final round. Comes hard. Close range projectile. Player 2 needs to fix that empty gauge management to stay in this. Okay, here we go. The low kick hits. With super art into play. Broad super art incoming. Bring in the heat. Uh-oh. This would really tip the scale.
Bet that hurt.
Player 1 can't win this without pulling the trigger. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Medium kick. Connects with the throw. Take the reactions on display. Noticeable look. Jamma. Player 2 showed they are truly the best of the best.
Fighter 6.